I'm Uwada Hosby, and right now I'm experimenting with watercolor. I brought a new sketchbook that says that it can have wet or dry media. So I'm assuming that I could use watercolor on this as well. And then got some watercolor markers and watercolor pencils, because I'm trying to experiment with watercolor. So I did this tonight because it's remote done day, so I wanted something to show. So I drew and watercolored tonight, and then I'm going to let it dry so I can ink tomorrow, and then I'll post what I did. Every third Tuesday of the month, that's when we all draw something and post it on the Facebook page. But the people that's on the West Coast, they actually get to meet in person. So sorry about that. I'm wiping up the water that's on my desk because I'm about ready to put my laptop here. Sorry. Okay, so this is me doing with the watercolor markers, and as you can see, there was nothing that looked like that. It just looked like a regular marker. So I was like, what is going on? So I stopped coloring because I'm like, that's not right. So then I Googled and was like, oh, you're supposed to dip it in water. So this was before I Googled what I was supposed to do. So I put water on the paper first and then try to use the marker. But as you can see, it's like really light and scratchy. So then that's when I was like, oh, you're supposed to dip the tip in the water. And I feel like the only thing that came out right was like this yellow, because the black looks whack. I don't know what happened with that. It's all screechy like if I was using an alcohol marker. I guess the orange looks alright. But I just like, no, I don't think I like watercolor markers. Like, what the freak? Unless maybe I can figure out how to use it. So this is what I'm using as a reference. That was my first issue of Unscripted, the cover. So I was using that as inspiration. So that was the markers, and I feel like that's an epic fail. So then I moved on to watercolors. And I'm starting to think maybe this isn't really watercolor paper, because it's all like, usually watercolor paper, it won't be like all crinkly like. But this was with the watercolor pencils, and I was like, oh, okay, I like that. Now, with this, I colored really dark like I usually do with color pencils, so I don't know if I was supposed to color light or not. I'll keep experimenting. But yeah, it looks all right. It looks better than the other thing. So yeah, that is my watercolor pencil one. And like I said, I'm going to wait for it to like dry. So I'm not going to even attempt to ink until tomorrow. The only thing I noticed is that it like smears somewhat. So what I did was with every single color, I just did it one brush stroke at a time. I did like every color, wait for it to dry a little bit, then I would go to the next color, because I felt like if I just did it all, it would all just blend and not work out. So I'm happy I tried it that way. And I know in the past I used to have watercolor pencils, and I would color it, and then I would get like a tissue or something, dip it in water and smear it like that. But this time tonight I used an actual brush. So I feel like that was kind of a success. This one, I don't know what happened. Like I said, they try to say it could be watercolor paper because it says you can use wet and dry medium, but I don't know. Because I've been watercoloring for like a month or two, and I know how to control like where the paint goes, but with this, it like went everywhere, so I have no idea. See the black? Like it was just all over the place. It's all over. So I have no idea. But this is me just using my regular watercolor paint. And no matter how little water I used, like it was like a lot of water on this page, so I couldn't even control it that way. So I have no idea. But maybe it'll look better when I ink it. Maybe not. But that's that, and that's what I did for Remote Done Day. And I'm happy I experimented because OMG, I have to color my Halloween exchange, and I was thinking of doing watercolor, but now I'm thinking I better not do it because it may look a hot mess, and I don't want to disappoint the person that I got, so I may have to do it my traditional way of digital coloring. But if allowed, because I don't know if this video is too long, it's already at 7 minutes, but if I can somehow, tomorrow when I'm inking, I will try to do like a time lapse video to add to this one for tomorrow. But if it doesn't allow me to, then just forget I said anything. If you like this video, please hit the like button, comment, or subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh yeah, and if you have any tips on how to watercolor better, please let me know down in the comments below. Bye.